So look at this. The rainbow right on my head. How was the rainbow coming in? I mean, all right, yeah, the chandelier's here. Dominic, let me see if I see a rainbow on your forehead. I'm gonna up your life for a second, so just, go ahead, let's see. You see a rainbow on your head?
No. You're standing right here?
I was right there. Here's the picture. He's trying to debunk my photo here.
I'm not debunking anything.
This was,
That is interesting.
okay.
And the chandelier.
So look at this. The rainbow right on my head. Where would that come from? And then this looks like a person. Look at it. Here.
This open? Could have been from there.
But, okay, I've never had this. It's never happened. We're literally, and Lindy's like, there's a rainbow on your forehead.
Yeah. It's never happened. We never had a rainbow once in this.
No.
Yeah.
This one's weird. Where's
Okay.
that from?
Oh, that's weird, but the rainbow on my forehead with the white light shooting in my third.
A perfect circle. But where's it coming from?
They're just showing you.
There, yeah, see, this is spirit saying, you know what, guys, off. You take your skeptic ass out of here. I look in the mirror, I think I look good. My hair, I swear Pete was not this big when I left. What reading is this?
Pete.
Oh, Pete. I am going to actually start off with your dad. Is your dad deported?
Yes.
On Raising Spirits, you saw the most powerful reading with Pete. So a few months later, my crew caught up to see how he was doing after the reading.
I was most surprised with my father coming, which he came through right at the beginning. I'm being honest, what's amazing about that was my father and I didn't have the greatest relationship when we were young.
Did you not receive something of your dad's that you wanted? He showed me this glove.
Wow. That's just amazing.
You'd started off that reading, reading Pete's
Oh,
dad.
with his dad with the glove.
Your memory is
Because there are
almost
certain...
as jarring as the actual gift.
There's
Like, I don't know how you remember every
Because
single
this,
person.
I'm telling you, I hold a special place in my heart for every single person that I read.
You really do.
I might not remember a lot, but I'll remember something so significant about it.
Yeah.
Like the glove for me.
My father was a big baseball player. I always remember I wanted the glove. I did wind up getting it eventually, but that was a big part of his life.
He says, so my son, I tell you today how much I love you, and I am sorry for all of your pain and your sorrow.
My father, when he spoke to me through Theresa, was so proud of me, and I have to be honest and say, I never thought he would have felt that way about me. But I can't tell you what that did for me. It made me have a totally different feeling about my father. It really did. We had a very conflicting life together. He never talked to me like that. I never knew he loved me. And I always wanted him to. I did.
First thing that happened today. That is the power of spirit.
Wow. Mind-boggling. After the reading, my sister passed away. Her children found lots of letters that my mother and father wrote to each other. He said, "Dearest Jay, last night I studied so much that this morning I feel that I ought to pass my exams 100%. She was pushing him to make sure that he got, degrees and diplomas and whatever, and had to focus in life because she was only going to marry a man who had a future." And this is the letter. This is the letter. What those letters proved to me was that my father not only loved me, but loved my mother beyond anything. That has changed my whole opinion of my father.
When I first looked at you, I heard, my sweet husband, when you opened that door.
You're probably going to laugh, but, I didn't know if my wife would come through. Rosemary was a very humble, private kind of person. But I was just dying to see if I could hear from her any way I could.
Your wife said, there is not many men that love as hard as you do.
She talked about so many things that reminded me of our simple life together. You were everything. I was nothing. You were nothing. I always tell her that's how much I miss her.
She made me feel like everything like happened so fast.
It did.
She said, do you know what the hardest thing was, Pete, about me being sick? Was watching you watch me be sick.
I would never leave her the whole time she was sick. We used to do silly things like we would have dinner and then we would put 50s rock and roll on and we would dance in the kitchen.
And she says, even on the crummiest days, Theresa, when I know I looked awful, he would tell me how beautiful I was.
Holy Christmas.
I did. I told her the day before she died how beautiful she looked. And she looked at me and said, you gotta be kidding. And I said, you'll always look beautiful to me. Sorry.
I can see you looking at me, and then I see my eyes closing.
Wow. I don't even know if I can say this.
She looked at me and told me to give her a kiss. And she told me I would see her in heaven. And then she closed her eyes. And she never said anything again. I couldn't believe it.
She says, I need you to start really living.
I can truly tell you that every day I woke up, all I wanted to do before the end of the day was do something to make Rosemary happy.
She says, do things that make you happy.
I loved Rosemary from the minute I met her. I think some of the biggest things during the reading was that Rosemary was commenting on things about our life together. We were best friends, you know, we had become like one person, and I still feel that way. When Rosemary passed, my world was the saddest I've ever been in my life because she was everything to me. I never thought I'd start to make progress and recuperate because she was the love of my life. But I actually find now, I think Rosemary talks to me. It's unbelievable. And it comes to me when I'm sleeping, and I cannot tell you how good it makes me feel. I really think it's saving me. I do.
She says that nobody will forget me, Theresa. She says, because even when he's out, he's talking to strangers about me.
Wow, just amazing. Rosemary used to say to me, nobody will ever remember me because I was a very quiet, humble person. And you know what I told her? I promised her that
Everybody would know who she is. I wouldn't make sure people know her. Did try every day to talk to some people just to mention her name so she'll never be forgotten.
She said, but it's never goodbye. I'll see you later.
Right, that's what she told me. I really hope that's true. Yeah, I do. What I took away from Theresa's reading is that there really is a heaven, that we're really going to have an opportunity to see our loved ones again. I didn't know if I believed that, but after the reading, I actually believe that I will see Rosemary again.
When multiple souls come through and they're both so powerful, it's because you can't heal from one until you heal from the other. Oh, God bless. So in Pete's case, there is no way that he could start to begin to heal from the loss of his wife, where he still needed healing from his dad.